Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf Abdul Jamil, metric number 2217737, and today I will be presenting about an article called Protecting Consumer Data in the Internet of Things IoT, the case of Malaysia. So, for introducing of this article, with the rapid adoption of the Internet of Things, consumer data security has become a growing concern. As more devices connected to the Internet, users' personal data becomes more increasingly vulnerable to breach, misuse, and also inadequate regulatory protection. So the purpose of studying this article is the research question is how effective are Malaysia's current data protection regulations in addressing consumer protection risk in the Internet of Things (IoT), and what improvements can be made. For the objective of this research is this study examines the changes of IoT data protection in Malaysia, focusing on regulatory gaps, consumer concern, and cybersecurity threats. It also explores potential policy enhancement to strengthen the IoT data governance. Okay, for the methodology used in conducting this article review, the first one is literature review, which this research is based on an in-depth review of the article, protecting the unprotected consumer data and Internet of Things, current scenario of data governance in Malaysia. The second one is analysis of the key themes. The study was examined for its finding on regulatory gaps, consumer awareness, cybersecurity threats, and also purpose policy solution. And the last one is comparative approach, which findings are compared with the international best practices such as GDPR and Asian protection regulations. Okay, moving on to the key findings. One of the key findings is growing risk in IoT consumer data protection. One of them is increased IoT adoption has heightened the risk of data breaches and privacy violations. Malaysia's PDPA covers only commercial transaction, leaving personal IoT data unprotected. The cybersecurity threats are increasing, yet enforcement and public awareness remains weak. The second one is consumer awareness and trust issues. 67.8 of consumers are aware of data breaches, but many lack knowledge of the security measures. 80.4% believe that they should control the IoT data, but do not always know how to protect themselves. 78.4% trust government agencies for data protection, while trust in local media and IoT companies is low. And the last one is consumers lack clarity on how their data is protected and used, leading to uncertainty and reluctance to fully engage with IoT technologies. The last one is policy and also government gaps. No mandatory breach notification laws, meaning companies are not required to inform consumers of data leaks. Lack of independent data authority to enforce strong IoT security regulations, and also fragmented governance and lack of coordination among agencies hinder effective policies and also implementations. Moving on to the implementations of this research study, the policy and also regulatory improvements. Expanding PDPA coverage will align with Malaysia with global data protection standards. Implementing mandatory breach data notification laws will enhance consumer trust, and also strengthening enforcement through an independent data protection authority will improve accountability. Okay, next we move on to the visual representation, which is the table Asian data protection laws comparison. We have four countries, which are Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and also Thailand. The PDPA coverage, the breach notification, and also the independent data authority is listed there. Okay, so in conclusion to all of this, the findings highlight the urgent need for stronger data protection policies in Malaysia's IoT ecosystem, expanding regulatory coverage, increasing public awareness, and enforcing stricter cybersecurity measures will help safeguard consumer data. Future research should explore the impact of emerging technologies on data security and also assets global best practice for IoT governance. Okay, so that is all for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.